Carved out of the desert, a mesmerizing juxtaposition of dunes and lakes emerges. The site, with its serene waters, reflecting the vastness of the sky, was the perfect backdrop for this project. The whole idea was to create a sanctuary that seamlessly blends the desert landscape, paying homage to its rugged beauty while providing a safe space for the harsh elements. Mud has been used for thousands of years for local vernacular construction. It's best known for its cooling properties, making it the perfect material for this project. Entry into the space sort of opens up to this beautiful pavilion, and guests are first greeted with this lush outcrop of greenery that welcomes you into this calming environment. And so we have this very calm and welcoming, humble space, but then as your gaze lifts up, you sort of open up to this larger-than-life, monumental feeling in which you see the tops of the cones bring light down, and it sort of like makes for this magnificent feeling as you walk through the space. As I delved deeper into the research, I was captivated by the cone forms of the beehive mud huts found in Syria. These structures allowed heat to escape from the tops, leaving behind a cool and comfortable interior in the scorching months. The design of the Austria Pavilion at Expo 2020 Dubai seamlessly blends all these aspects of research and inspiration I explored. Designed by Quercraft, an Austrian-based firm, this remarkable structure fused traditional and innovative techniques. It consists of a network of interconnected cones, forming an intricate web of parabolic arches that beautifully pay homage to the local architectural heritage. So as guests sort of weave their way through these different spaces, you sort of get this childlike feeling in which you're moving through the unknown and you're discovering new things at every turn, and sightlines was a very important aspect I made sure to like pay attention to. As like mentioned earlier, I made sure to include vistas at every end so you would want to walk through, and then every turn you see a new sort of destination that you want to explore. And overall that just sort of makes for a wholesome experience, and what that does is it creates this walkthrough that can't be done the same way twice. And so depending on where you enter and how you follow, you get a different feeling and a different experience. As we make our way further, we're met with a shallow reflecting pool that cuts across the entire pavilion. Emerging from this beautiful olive tree at one end, it seems to flow on and blend with the horizon. And it doesn't just stop there. Perfectly aligned to east and west, the olive tree symbolizes hope and the promise of new life as the sun sort of forms a ring around the tree, and the shadows perfectly catch as you view it blending in with the waters and reflecting the building. And then when viewed from the opposite side at sunset, the waters seem to stretch into the boundless horizon, sort of blending in with the waters of the dunes, representing the infinite possibilities that await the world. I can't help but bring up Louis Kahn's Saliq Institute for sort of inspiring this idea, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. Another aspect in which I incorporated in was the symmetrical nature found in Persian gardens, in which at one end you have this focal point, which in our case is represented by the olive tree, and that sort of ties in this entire look into something that's beautiful to the eye to look at. As guests cross over the floating bridge onto the other side, an oasis of culinary delights awaits them. The Sunset Sands offers a dining experience that harmoniously blends the flavors of the region with the beauty of its surroundings. And in its name, at sunset, the light from the sun sort of pours in through the entire space and lights it up with this golden hour aura that just enhances the entire experience. As the sun sets, the whole structure transforms into this beautiful cluster of lanterns that sort of just takes away everything you've learned in the day and makes it a whole different building. Plants are sort of lit up with this brilliant blue that's in contrast to the rest of the warm glow of the space, and that makes for a look that's very comforting and pleasing as you walk through Overall, it sort of has this magical aura to it that's really lovely, and I just love how it came out. Because of the harsh nature of the desert, the waters have become somewhat of a meeting point for wandering animals as they come through. And with that, guests are able to sort of get a peek into the desert wildlife as they pass by. I've come to cherish the value of time and the beauty of embracing each step with care and intention. And so, whether it's next week, next month, or perhaps even a year from now, until we meet again, may your path be filled with extraordinary discoveries.